Hey, everybody. Hey, what's up? What's up? And welcome to today's LS. I welcome you and welcome to my house today. And we have an interesting topic that we're going to be talking about. So please, you don't want to miss this. That's why you have to join right about now so that we can talk about this. So if you've just joined us, please welcome and thanks for joining us. You can just feel free to share us out, invite more friends to come through so that we can talk about this topic today. If you're in the house right now, let me know so that we can begin right away. But otherwise, I appreciate you. Thanks so much for coming through, and I appreciate you beyond measure. Feel free to give me that thumbs up because it will promote the channel, and feel free to share us out so that we can have an amazing audience and learn something from right here. So if you're joining us, please let me know right now. Let me know that you're in the building. If you've just joined us, please let me know that you're in the building so that I can give you a shout out, right? Let me know that you're in the building so that I can give you a shout out. If you're in the building, let me know. Let me know if you're in the building right now. Let me know. Hey everyone, if you've just joined us, please, I will welcome you and please let me know that you are here. Give me that thumbs up. Feel free to ask any question related to weight loss, related to fat loss, related to belly fat. And I'll be in position to answer all your questions. So basically in this video, I'm going to be talking about the guide or what you all need to know when you want to lose weight or if you want to lose belly fat. Tian KK, hey, what's up? I see you. Thanks for being an early bird always. I appreciate you beyond measure. So basically, in this video, I'm going to be giving you like kind of a guide, what you need to do, the 4 tips that you need that are going to form the foundation of your fat loss journey or your weight loss journey. So feel free to share me out, Tian KK, so that you can have an amazing audience, and let's have this topic started on. But otherwise, I appreciate you for coming through always on my LS. Thanks so much. So let me try to first share myself out on social media so that we can have an amazing house. And we can have this started on. But otherwise, hang with me around. Feel free to hang with me here. It's just a 1 hour LS, and we shall cover the four things you need to know for you to start, losing weight. And the moment you know this, then everything is going to come easy for you. And please, if you have any question, any healthy, it might be healthy question, any health related question. Since I'm a health worker, I can attend to that as well. But if you also have a fitness question, weight loss, I'll also be in position to attend to that. Feel free to ask me. KK, you're saying something. I've officially cut such. You've officially cut out sugar. How does it feel? Are you getting any like kind of withdrawal symptoms? How is the journey going? Like, do you still visit McDonald's? You know, when do you visit the supermarket? Which shelves do you go to? Are you still having any problems? You know, when it comes to maybe consuming foods which contain a lot of sugar? How is it going? Any with those symptoms yet? Let me know. Yeah, actually, tea is much better. Tea is much better even without sugar. I mean, after getting away with the addiction of sugar, everything will even feel, you know, sweet. The tea will taste sweet. The coffee will taste sweet without sugar. Even the water itself will taste sweet without sugar. So, at the end of the day, sugar is just an addictive substance, and when you get away with it, everything we normalize. So there's no reason why you should be taking sugar if you're in position to actually get out of it in your diet. But otherwise, I'm happy for you, KK. I'm really happy for you. You know, taking a step. Some people just fail to start, but for you, at least you've taken a step, which is really, really, really important. So you're saying tea is bitter. Really? So tea is bitter without sugar. Hey everybody, if you've joined us right now, let me know that you are here so that I can give you a shout out. Give me that thumbs up, ask any health related question, any fat loss question, anything you want to know related to health, fitness, please feel free to ask me. This is about girls' fitness and wellness or health and wellness. So saying a big step for my daughter as well. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And actually, what's happening in the real world is we are having a lot of childhood obesity. And you know, people are not talking about it. And this is affecting our children, especially when they reach their early 20s. Someone early 20s is having complications that they would have gotten in their maybe late 60s or early 50s, but they are getting them in 20s because we've exposed them to vices that are really not good for them. So really, really it's something to think about. We should start incorporating this in our families. We should start this weight loss issue. We should introduce it to our children wait still early, not waiting for them to grow up and then figure it for themselves. So child obesity is on the rise everywhere. You find a 10-year-old girl or boy, I mean, is out of this world. You ask yourself, what have they been feeding all along? And you really cannot get the answers. So it's really, really important if you can take a step forward to regulating your children's diet at this point. So I'm still trying to share myself out so that we can have so many people joining in before we can start on our topic. So if you're in the house and you haven't let me know, please wave to me, say something so that I can see you, so that I can know that you are here before we start. Hey Latifa, how you doing? How you doing? Thanks for coming through my LS. You're saying your instructor is here, your shadow instructor, or your online instructor. But otherwise, how are you doing? Hope you had a good day. It's about 5 p.m. right here in Uganda. I don't know where you're based right now, but it's about 5 p.m. in Uganda. And it's just a marvelous weather outside, and I'm just having a good time with you people. So, Queen Latifah, today we have an amazing topic. I'm just going to give you 4 tips that you need to start losing weight. Oh, you're in Australia and it's 12 noon or 12 a.m. So you're not sleeping right now because it's really late in the night. But thank you for sparing your time and running your ship to come to my LS. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. I appreciate you beyond measure. Otherwise, you could be sleeping, but you're just here for me. Thanks so much for sticking around. I'm happy to have you. I'm happy to have you. And if you have any question about fat loss, health and fitness and wellness, just feel free to drop by. I'll be able to answer that question if you have one. Yeah, I appreciate that you're here for me. I appreciate that you are here for me. Otherwise, thanks so much for coming through. So, Queen Latifah, in Uganda, we have a saying that we are not going to wait for the Karamojong to develop, for us to continue going. So, we are not going to wait for so many people to come into the house so that we can get started. So, let's start right away. So, Latifah is saying, what can I do to lose belly fat? And of course, that's why we are here right now. So, basically, tip number 1 that I have for you is, why do you want to lose weight? Latif, why do you want to change the way you look? I'm just asking you, do you know why you want to lose weight? Do you know why you want to lose that belly fat? What's pushing you very hard to lose that belly fat? Have you asked yourself why you want to lose belly fat or why you want to change the way you look right now? Hmm? If you have not figured out the why, trust me, it's going to be hard for you to start losing weight. And some people, this is where they lose it all. Someone, all of a sudden, or out of the blue, they want to start losing weight, but they have never asked themselves why they want to lose weight. They have never set realistic goals on why they want to lose weight. So if you don't ask yourself why you want to change the way you look, it's going to probably be hard for you to start losing weight. Your true self, Simon Kind, hey, what's up? What's up? I salute you. I salute you. Thanks for coming through. I appreciate that you're actually here. Thanks so much for coming through, Simon. So that's what I'm saying. So do you have that one reason why you want to change the way you look? If you have your big belly, if you have your love handles, why do you want to lose them? Have you asked yourself that one question? This is actually one of the most important steps that most people underlook, but I think to me it's the most important because that's why some people they start on the journey, then all of a sudden, they drop it. They drop it because they didn't have that realistic goal of why they should lose weight or why they should lose belly fat. You understand? So have you asked yourself why you want to lose weight? So the stronger the stronger the why, the resilient will be for you, the more resilient you're going to be when it comes to your fat loss journey. But if your why is, very weak, then trust me, you're not going to see results. You're going to drop on the way because you have nothing you're working out for. You have not set any realistic goals for yourself. So ask yourself the why, and then let it form a strong foundation for you to start working out or start the weight loss journey. But if your why is very weak, then please, everything is not going to come easily. So your mindset is very, very important when it comes to losing belly fat or losing weight from anywhere. So people in the house, like, have you asked yourselves why you want to change the way you look? If you've already asked yourself why why you need to change the way you look, then of course losing weight is going to be easy for you. That's tip number 1. That's tip number one, but to me, it's really important, though most people ignore it. So, Queen Latifah, I don't know how old you are right now, but do you picture yourself at 40 years? Do you picture yourself at 70 years? Do you be there in your mirror and you see yourself at 70 years and how you're going to be looking at 70? You understand? So these are some of the things that really form the why. Why do you want to lose weight? Maybe you're out of shape, maybe I don't know. So have you asked yourself the why you want to lose weight? So if you want to lose weight, then you must change your mindset. You must change your mindset. So most people, this is what they forget. You're 20, you're in your mid 20s, but you don't look at yourself at 40. You live every minute. You don't know that you can reach 40. Sometimes people have such kind of weaknesses. And of course, trust me, you live every minute that you see or that passes by, but then you're not sure whether you will reach 40, but finally you reach 40, and then everything is going south for you. So some people ask yourself, you've seen yourself putting on all this weight. Why do you want to lose it now? Oh, why did you give yourself chance to put on this weight and then start struggling at a later stage? So sometimes, I see people in the gym, I have some of the clients, and I always ask them this question. You saw this very fat coming, piling up. You saw this central obesity coming, and then you just looked on, it kept piling, 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 piling. And then this is the time that you're thinking, I can lose this. But also, what you're forgetting, you've put on this belly fat for the last 15 years, but someone will come to you that they want to lose this belly fat in a month. Sometimes it really beats my understanding. It beats my understanding very, very hard. You put on this weight because, and I know you didn't wake up one day and you were looking the way you look right now. So where do you get the audacity to say, I want to lose this belly fat in a week or a month? I know you've perhaps watched so many YouTube videos out there saying, how to lose belly fat in 1 week, how to lose belly fat in 1 month. There's nothing like that. That's not how your body functions, my friend. Because you didn't wake up one day and you were obese or you were overweight. It took you ages after eating a million meals. But for you to think you go to the gym one day and then lose belly fat. You're 100 kgs and you think you go to the gym for 2 weeks and get 50. You understand what I'm saying? So sometimes it's very important that we set realistic goals. It's very important that we change our mindset. It's very important that we know the why so that we can have a solid foundation for us to start losing weight. So I still have 4 amazing people in the building. I appreciate you. I appreciate you beyond measure. But if you have any question, please feel free to ask me. And that's why I'm here for you so that we can have an interactive chat. So that's tip number one. That's really, really tip number one. If you can't have realistic goals, if you can't know the why, or if the why is very weak, it's really going to be hard for you to start losing weight. Wild Gospel Uganda, hey, what's up? Welcome. See in the building, bro. I see in the building. I see you. Thanks so much for coming through. Thanks so much for coming through. I appreciate you. Wild Gospel. Give me a second, guys. 1 second. Guys, I'm live. It's okay. It's okay.
This one here is the dialysis patient video.
So what goes for you, G? You're saying I'm the ideas man. Really?
Okay.
I don't really think I am. I'm even here single being twala. You understand what I'm saying? So thanks, just for that small interruption. Just my friend came to the house to pick something, so I had to open for them, let them pick what they wanted. But thanks for understanding and sticking by. So what goes, we have an interesting topic today, and it's basically the guide to losing belly fat or any fat or weight loss. So if you have any question, please feel free to drop it down in the live chat so that I can answer direct for you. So we say number one, mindset and set realistic goals. So know the why and have realistic goals. Word Gospel Ghana is saying you're very fat refused. It refused because you failed to do one of the things that I'm going to tell you right now. So we simply saying, we simply saying that perhaps you don't know why you wanted to lose the belly fat. So if I can ask you, why did you want to lose your belly fat? Did you have a strong foundation for you to base on start losing belly fat? Did you ask yourself why you want to lose belly fat? Or you just woke up one day and you saw someone on TV or in a movie with six packs and you're like, oh, I need some six packs. You know what I'm saying? So there it will be really hard for you to actually lose belly fat. So it's very important that you ask yourself why, and that why is best known to you, not to somebody else. So when you don't form realistic goals, then it's really going to be hard for you to start losing weight. So work on your mindset, and that's number one. So we're going for our tip number two. Tip number two is sleep. I know this is shocking to most people, but always you're saying I eat right, but when I work out, I eat more. So you eat right. How do you know that you're eating right? How do you know what God spilled you? So you could be right. Some people because for you to lose belly fat, because it's coming up, it's one of my tips and it's about nutrition. I think we are going to digest it. But one thing I want to tell you is it's all about a caloric deficit. So if you go to the gym and burn 100 calories and then you come and eat 2,000 calories, how are you going to lose weight, belly fat or any fat or lose some weight? You know what I'm saying? So, but I'll digest it in my third tip for you. So that's why you need to stick around, right? I'll digest it for you. So I'm still trying to share myself out so that some people don't miss out on this, because so many questions regarding this topic have been coming to my DM, and I thought I could bring the chat here so that we can learn a lot. So number two on the list is sleep. Are you having adequate sleep? Some people go to the gym, some people they eat right, but when it comes to sleeping, they want to sleep 3 hours, 4 hours, 5 hours. When do you expect your body to recover? When do you expect your body, to recover from all the stress from the gym so that you can start losing weight or so that you can lose some muscle? I don't know if that makes some sense. So some people, actually, if you look at the research, lack of sleep or lack of adequate sleep has been strongly associated with a lot of obesity and a greater risk of suffering from heart disease. And this is what happening to the people in this era. People are not sleeping enough. They are simply being driven by money. Someone was, you know, they spend the entire night working or watching something or learning something and sacrifice their sleep for that. But you have to remember that it's going to affect you health wise. You understand? There's a reason why God said when it clocks 10 p.m. or 7 p.m. or midnight, you start getting some sleep. You will get tired, you start dozing off. So for you trying to fight it, of course, it has implications, especially you who is trying to lose some weight. It's really not going to be um KK, you're asking, are you a patient? You're asking, am I a physiotherapist? Am I a patient? What are you saying? Let me know, KK, if you're asking whether I'm a physiotherapist. Let me know, let me know. So please make sure that you have adequate sleep. It doesn't matter. You can have the best workout programs, you can have the best nutritional programs, but if you're not having the best sleep, trust me, this is the reason why you haven't seen results. Yes, KKK, I'm a certified personal fitness trainer. Yes, I'm a personal trainer. I'm really a certified personal trainer. But on top of that, I'm a healthy worker as well. So even right now, as you can see, I'm in a hospital setting right now. I'm in a hospital setting. I'm at my workplace. So I'm a certified fitness trainer. I'm a nutritionist as well. But I'm also, what you didn't know, I'm a nurse. Yeah, I'm a nurse professional. I have a degree in nursing science, and that's what I basically do. That's my profession. But on top of that, I'm a personal fitness trainer and I'm a nutritional therapist as well. So that's why I have all the days to talk about this and answer all your questions. So if you're wondering where I come from to answer all this, that's where I'm coming from, KK. So I'm saying it doesn't matter whether you have the best nutritional programs, you have the best workout programs, but if you're not getting adequate sleep, then you're not going to see results at all. Perhaps it's the reason why you even gained weight, because sleep has been implicated in so many research studies to be one of the cause of weight gain and obesity. So if you're not having enough sleep or adequate sleep, trust me, it doesn't matter. All your sweat will be put to waste. So if you're not having adequate sleep, and adequate sleep, what do I mean? I mean about 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night in a dark, black room. Because what happens, some people are afraid to get sleep because maybe they sleep when the lights are on. And the problem when you're in a light, in a bright room, there's a hormone that helps you get asleep, and that hormone is called melatonin. So bright light prevents melatonin from being produced to stimulate your sleep. So some people, that's why when you're on your phone, which is really, really so bright for you, it will be hard for you to get sleep. But the moment you put your phone on the table and then everything around you is just dark, that's why you easily get sleep. So it's very important that if you want to get sleep very fast, you need one, a dark room. Two, stop spending much more of your time of your night time on phone, social media, or on stuff that really, really doesn't help you because it's affecting your health. So that's what you need to know. But also, when you're asleep, that's when the hormones responsible for burning fat, responsible for building muscle, that's when they are produced. So your testosterone, your growth hormone, all of them, they are produced at night while you're asleep. You're not going to build muscle while you're at your workplace. You don't build muscle while you are working. You don't build muscle while you're in the gym exercising. You only build muscle while you are sleeping. You only lose fat while you are sleeping. I don't know if that makes sense. So the shorter the sleep period, then the way results will be affected. So I recommend that you have about 7 to 9 hours of sleep per night. So that's why I always recommend, please get to your bed as early as 10:30, and wake up by 7 p.m. AM. If you really interested in maximizing your muscle growth and maximizing your fat loss. So those are things that you need to focus on. So number one, mindset. Number two, adequate sleep. If you have anything lacking in that, trust me, it will be hard for you to get the results. Hey, Chris, welcome. I see you, bro. I see you, bro. Thanks for coming to the house. Yes, what goes to Uganda? About 7 to 9 hours of sleep. And it's simple because when you sleep at 10 and wake up at 7, that's already more than 8 hours of sleep. But some of us, we want to first stay on WhatsApp, chat with a girlfriend, chat with someone, and you realize that late in the night you're actually having relevant chats, or you're having something that is not adding a positive impact on yourself. So why not choose to sleep? So I myself, I'll tell you, I sleep at 10:30 and I wake up at 7. Prepare myself and go to work at 8. I know I have maximum sleep. So if you want to lose weight and then you're not having adequate sleep, no one should lie you that you will ever see results, even when you have the best nutritional programs, best workout programs. Hope that one makes some sense. We're going for our third one. So the third one on the list that I have for you guys is nutrition. Are you eating right for you to lose fat? Because what you need to know, sometimes you look what you ate. Because you are not born fat. That one shouldn't be an excuse. You are not born fat. You understand what I'm saying? You probably got fat after eating millions and millions of meals. But what you are eating was also very, very important. It was really, really very, very important. So nutrition is like the foundation of weight loss and muscle building. I mean, if you want to lose fat, always belly fat, leave alone your exercise and what. And that's why exercise is perhaps my last point, because some people tend to prioritize exercise over everything else, which is not right. So nutrition forms about 75% of your results. 75% of your results are going to come from regulating your nutrition. If you haven't been doing so, that's why perhaps you've been stagnant. That's why you've not been getting results. So have you fixed your nutrition to start losing fat? Understand what I'm saying? Are you eating right? Are you creating a caloric deficit? Or you simply eating like the world is ending tomorrow? But that's why sometimes most people do. Most people will go and burn 100 calories. When they come to eating, they will eat 3,000 calories. So how do you expect to lose weight? It's not really, really possible. It's not really, really possible for you to lose weight. So one thing that you must know is you must create a caloric deficit. So you must create a caloric deficit for you to start losing weight. Doesn't matter how you are creating the caloric deficit, but if you're not in a caloric deficit consistently, then of course you can't really, really lose some weight. Guys, excuse me for a second. I closed this door. A lot of wind is entering. So it really doesn't matter how you create a caloric deficit, but for you to lose some weight, you must create a caloric deficit. So there are so many ways of creating a caloric deficit. One of them is increasing on the expenditure. Then another one is reducing on the intake. So how do you reduce on the intake? I myself have been using something that we call intermittent fasting. I've not been taking breakfast for some time. So for me, I got my caloric deficit by skipping some meals. That's what I'm saying. So I skip some meals to create a caloric deficit, or what we call intermittent fasting. So you out there, what are you doing to create a caloric deficit? You can let me know right now in the chat so that I can know what you're doing to create a caloric deficit for yourself. So I do something that is called intermittent fasting. If you want to know more about it, I can share with you. But one thing I want to talk about nutrition is I want to explain why you perhaps got weight and why regulating your nutrition will perhaps help you, lose belly fat or lose some fat everywhere or lose weight or achieve your weight loss journey. And don't forget, if you're in the house and you have any question, please drop it so that I can answer it for you. And if you're still in the house, please, it's very important that you let me know that you are here as well. It's very, very important that you let me know that you are here. Before we jump or before we digest our tip number 3, the second last, let me know that you're still in the house. What goes PG? I'm also a beginner, but of course you can inbox me. You can inbox me about some tips. I think this is like my 3rd LS, and I just did this just out of the blue. I was just here and I didn't have something to. I was like, how about I share with my people? How about I share with my people something so that we can have a chat? So what goes PG? I appreciate you. I appreciate you to give me some tips. I appreciate. You know, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate you, bro. But otherwise, thanks for sticking in the house. So I want you to start. I want you to now resume your belly fat loss journey. What goes PG? Are you hearing that? I want you to start again. Don't give up, bro. Don't give up, bro. So one thing I want to talk about something called insulin here. So all foods in one way or the other, they stimulate a hormone called insulin. So basically, what does insulin do? Insulin is a hormone that tells your body to start storing fat. So, but we have different foods. Oh my God, I'm dead. What goes I'm dead? But I apologize for that. Oh my God. I apologize for that. And I'll tell you why I always call everyone, bro. I'll tell you, please. When you inbox me, ask me that why I almost call everyone my brother. Please ask me that when you inbox me. But I apologize for that. I apologize. So I was saying that there's a hormone called insulin that your body produces in response to all the foods you eat. But different foods that you eat stimulate insulin in a different way. Carbohydrates stimulate insulin the more, followed by proteins and lastly fats. So perhaps the reason you are fat, the reason you're putting on belly fat, is because you've been consuming a lot of carbohydrates or what we call sugar. So insulin is a hormone that tells your body to start storing fat. So which means for you to lose belly fat, you need to regulate your insulin. And that's like the whole essence of you working out, trying to cut out sugar, trying to cut out junk. You're trying to regulate your insulin. So you want your insulin all the time to be low for you to start losing some fat. But if your insulin is over the roof all the time, you're storing fat. So that's why what you eat really matters a lot. You understand what I'm saying? What you eat matters a lot. So for you to lose weight, you must have insulin suppressed all day long. So how do you do that? You either eat foods containing less sugar, or you reduce on the frequency of eating. So in the modern world, what's making us obese and overweight and gain a lot of this is David's show. Hey, hello, thanks for joining us. Thanks for joining us. So in the modern era, what's making us gain a lot of weight or put on fat? It's because of eating too much carbohydrates or too much sugar. And that's the thing responsible for our obesity, our central obesity, our overweight. There's nothing else apart from that. So for you to lose belly fat, for you to lose any kind of weight, you must be able to suppress your insulin. We've already said that insulin is a hormone that tells your body to store fat. But we're saying different foods stimulate insulin in different ways. Carbohydrates will stimulate insulin the highest, followed by proteins, followed by fats. So, which means for you to start losing weight, you need to focus on foods that stimulate insulin the less. You understand? So, what kind of foods are you eating? I've said this so many times. I've talked about this in my videos, on my previous live streams, and still some people haven't gotten it right. So for me, I suppress my insulin by doing something we call intermittent fasting. So how do I do that? I simply skip breakfast and then maintain all other meals. But also on my other meals, I make sure that I watch what I eat. And what do I eat? One, I eat whole foods. So you must capitalize on whole foods. Whole foods, what do I mean? Foods that God created the way they are. If I'm to eat matoke, I eat matoke. If I'm to, eat vegetables, I eat the way they are. If I'm to eat sugar, I'll eat a sugar cane, not processed sugar. If I'm to eat something, it has to be whole foods. Eat stuff like sweet potatoes. Eat stuff like yellow bananas. That's the kind of whole foods we are talking about. So, but some of us, we start, our minds are already stuck in fast foods. What can I grab in a shortest possible time to fill my stomach? So those are the things that are stimulating insulin, and they are causing you to gain a lot of weight. So one thing you need to know about nutrition is you need to focus on whole foods. You need to focus on foods which have low calories. So I'm talking about foods which have a lot of fiber. I'm talking about leafy greens. I'm talking about stuff like vegetables. I'm talking about stuff like whole fruits. Please put away your juice. Don't burn the fruits. You have to eat them the way they are as whole fruits. You have to eat foods that really do not stimulate a lot of insulin. Chris Fitness, thanks for sticking by. Thanks for keeping locked here. So if you cannot fix your insulin, then it's really going to be hard for you. So nutrition, 75% of your results will come from nutrition. So if you cannot maximize this, then you're going to have you're going to look overweight, you're going to have belly fat for the rest of your life if you can't watch what you eat. I told you, I myself, I use something called intermittent fasting. So this is what happens when you are fasting or when you're not eating, when your insulin is down, your body is in a fat burning mode or a fat burning state. So basically, what does that mean is you're not giving your body sugar or calories coming in to provide energy. So where does your body get the energy from? The energy is always coming from fat. So it is either coming from two things. One, glycogen. Number two, fat. But the problem with our glycogen stores are not really huge that they are going to store so much sugar when you are eating, so that when you need it, it's going to take you for a very, very long time. So we have what we call liver glycogen and muscle glycogen. But you can only store about 500 grams of sugar as glycogen. So the glycogen will get used up very fast, especially if you're an active person. And where you're going to get the rest of the energy is going to come from fat. So which means the more hours you go into fasting, the more fat that you burn. I don't know if that makes some sense. So that's how I keep my insulin low. By one, intermittent fasting. Number two, eating low caloric foods. Or if I eat even if I do something called carb loading, perhaps I have maybe a workout coming early morning or a workout coming late in the evening. I will eat natural carbohydrates, natural whole carbohydrates. These are going to, replenish my glycogen so that when it's time for my workouts, I'll be able to, fuel my workouts very well, getting from because weightlifting basically what it does is to use anaerobic respiration, which uses glucose. So you need to have like a powerhouse, which is glycogen. So I need to have my glycogen replenished all the time. So I tend to focus on whole foods or whole foods that contain carbohydrates. Then another thing is you must eat proteins. What do proteins do? One, proteins have what you call a high thermic effect. So the energy you need to burn while digesting proteins is a lot. So actually 25 to 35% of your entire caloric intake of that day goes to digesting proteins. So if you're not taking proteins, then you're missing out something. If you're going to create a caloric deficit for you to lose weight, you must be eating enough proteins, because proteins where, yes, I know, first of one thing you need to know is you eat calories to burn calories. So while you're eating calories, your body is using calories to digest what you're eating. So proteins take around 25 to 35% of your calories that you take in to get digested. So which means if you want to maximize your fat burning mode, eat a lot of protein, because you'll be burning calories even when you're asleep, as digestion is going on, when doing your other work, you're even burning calories. So it's really very, very, very paramount that you eat some high amounts of protein. Hope that makes some sense. So that's about nutrition. Working on your insulin and having a consistent caloric deficit. So either burning more calories or eating less. But don't diet yourself. Don't starve yourself. For you to lose weight in a healthier way, you need to create a caloric deficit that is not going to affect your health. You need to at least be in a caloric deficit of about 400, 500 calories only. So if you're going below that, there's something we call basal metabolic rate. It's going to slow down. Your metabolism is going to slow down. Your energy is going to be affected. Your energy in the gym, you're going to be affected. If you used to bench press 100 kgs, you want to do that. Your rep count is going to be affected. So it's very, very important that even when you're trying to create a caloric deficit, you try to create it in a healthier way. And the healthier way is you must create a caloric deficit of only about 500 calories. I know us in Africa, by the way, it's hard for us to count calories. In Africa, we don't count calories. We just eat whatever comes to our face. And that's how we've been getting fat. So it's important that if you want to lose some fat, you need to focus on counting your calories. If I go to my last point, if you're still in the house, please let me know that you're in the house so that we can have a chat together. Let me know that you're in the house. Let me know that you're in the house. Oh, Magnet, what's up? What's up? What's up? Oh, where do them look at you. But thanks for coming through. Thanks for coming through. I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Yeah, today's live chat's just a fun chat. I'm not all that focused, but I'm delivering points. I'm simply having fun with you. So feel free to ask me any question. Feel free to ask any question related to health, weight loss, fat loss, belly fat, that kind of thing. So we've been saying that you need these four things to set your foundation or set the foundation for your fat loss journey. One, your mindset. You need to work on your mindset. You need to know why you want to lose weight. Number two, you need to get adequate sleep. Number three, you need to work on nutrition. So which one are you not working on? Magnet, let me know. What are you not working on? Are you struggling with weight loss or for you're sorted? Let me know. I still have two amazing people in the house. I still have two amazing people in the house. And I appreciate you for keeping locked here. So the fourth one, which is perhaps the last one, is exercise. It's the last one, but of course not the least. Exercise. Exercise is very important, but if the first three are not in place, exercise will be rendered useless. So if your mindset is not strong, if you're not getting adequate sleep, if your nutrition is not in check, then exercise is useless. So exercise contributes about 15% of your overall results. So I wouldn't advise someone to prioritize exercise or to burn out themselves while exercising, but they're trying to lose some weight or some fat. If you can't fix the three that we've talked about, then exercise is going to be useless. So I've seen some people always give excuses, what they only think working out is just visiting the gym, which ain't the case. I mean, for you, what you think about is finishing your work and then you go to an overcrowded gym and start working out with some weight, but that's not the case. So if you're unable to go to the gym, someone will give you excuses that because I don't have time to go to the gym, I don't have money to go to the gym. It's perhaps, the reason why my fat loss journey has stalled. But basically, what you need to know is you don't need to hit the gym. You don't need to do a lot for you when it comes to exercise to start seeing some results. You can exercise from your home. I mean, there's something we call high intensity interval training or what we call HIIT. So it's called high intensity because you're using your maximum heart rate. You're giving all yourself out to exercise. Then it's called interval because you have periods of resting. I mean, you have intervals of exercise and then intervals of resting. Then when you're able to incorporate this in your routine, trust me, losing weight is going to be easy for you. Because what some people do when they go to the gym, they go in a treadmill, get on their phone, get on WhatsApp, they're listening to music. Their minds are simply somewhere else. But when you're doing something we call high intensity interval training, it's not going to let you, do some other things. It's not going to let you watch TV. It's not going to let you go on your phone because you're giving all your heart out to work out. Or for example, you have like 15 seconds of workout, you have 10 seconds of resting, and then you're doing like 3 rounds. So you have like 5 exercises and doing 3 rounds. When are you going to get time to be on your phone? You understand what I'm saying? So have some push-ups, have some squats, have some burpees, have some other high intensity interval exercises, and trust me, you won't miss the gym. So what exercise do? Exercise does not burn fat. Exercise burns calories. So when you burn a lot of calories and you eat less calories, of course, you get a caloric deficit, which will help you lose fat. Exercise builds muscle. Exercise does not, burn fat. You need to know that from today. So if you're doing exercise to, burn fat, then you're getting it wrong. So that's why I'm saying 15% of the results will simply come from the other three that we talked about, but not exercise. Exercise will come last. I mean, for example, everyone has got six packs. You understand what I'm saying? The reason why your six pack is not showing, it's perhaps because it's perhaps because you have a high fat body percentage. So if you can work on your fat body percentage using the first three tips that I gave you, then exercise will be less needed. Exercise is what can only help you to build muscle. So if you're a guy and you need some popping six packs, exercise is going to build your six pack and it's going to look broken. But basically, exercise is not going to burn the belly fat that you have on top of your six pack. So it's really important that you focus on the first three and then start incorporating a little bit of exercise. So exercise should be the last. That's why someone can lose fat entirely without visiting the gym at all. It's very, very much possible. You lose fat without exercising. You understand what I'm saying? So please focus on the first three, your mindset, your sleep, your nutrition, and then everything will come so easily. So Chris Fitness, how are you doing? How is Abu Dhabi? How is everything? How is YouTube journey going? How are you keeping everything going? How is the channel moving? It's been a while last time we talked. And one of the things you should know is you need to feature my live stream of late. You need to feature my live stream of late. I've been thinking about 2 days ago. I need to invite you and we talk about something here. So to recap a little bit, the four things you need to change your mindset, asking yourself the why, and of course, the stronger the why, the more resilient you're going to be when it comes to losing fat. Number two, you need to get enough sleep. That's about 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Number three, you need to work on the nutrition. You need to create a caloric deficit. You need to keep your insulin low by eating whole foods, by eating leafy greens, by cutting out all the sugar from your diet. Number four, you have to incorporate a little bit of strength training. Strength training is very, very important. So you need to do strength training and a little bit of high intensity interval training. And then be consistent, be patient, be patient, be patient, be patient, be patient, and you will see results. You will see results. Trust me, after that, you see results. So you didn't get this, you didn't get this kind of fat in a day, in 2 days, in a week. King Karev, what's up? How you doing? How you doing? Better it than never, better than never. Thanks for coming through. Give me a thumbs up, hit that like button. Don't even just hit it, but just smash that like button. And if you have any question about weight loss, health and wellness, please let me know. We've talked about things that you need to know if you want to kickstart your fat loss journey. We talked about mindset, we talked about sleep, we talked about nutrition, we talked about exercise. So if you can work on those four things, then your weight loss journey is going to be smooth. So mindset, knowing the why, setting realistic goals, it's very important. Having adequate sleep of about 7 to 9 hours, very, very important. Then nutrition, making sure that you're in a caloric deficit, making sure that your insulin is always low, and eating whole foods, eating leafy greens, eating vegetables, cutting out sugar. Then number four is exercise, incorporating some strength training, some HIIT, high intensity interval training in your workouts. That's the way to go. Then the last one, but that wasn't on the list, is consistency, patience, 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 5 times. That's all what we need for you to start losing weight. If you can do that, you come back to me and say, please, this worked for me. You thank me later. Fitness study training. Hey, what's up? Oh my God. Have you just joined or you've been just hiding? So today we had an interesting topic. Unfortunately, you found us when we are just wrapping up, but we are basically giving a guide on what you need. Oh, you've just shared me out. Oh. So we need to still be here. We need to still be here. So I was saying that for you to lose some weight, one, you need to focus. You need to work on your mindset. You need to ask yourself the why. You need to have realistic goals. And if your mindset is not worked on, it doesn't matter whether you have the best nutrition programs, doesn't matter whether you have the best workout programs, you're not going to see results. So ask yourself the why, know why you want to lose weight, and then the stronger the why, the more resilient you're going to be for you to lose weight. Then you're saying number two, getting adequate sleep, because you're saying you don't lose fat while you're walking, you don't lose fat while you're working, you don't lose fat while you're in the gym, you don't lose fat while you are working out, you lose fat while you are dreaming, while you're asleep. So if you're someone who's not getting enough sleep, and enough sleep, I mean about 7 to 9 hours of sleep. Research has been done, and adequate sleep is about 7 to 9 hours. So if you're not in between that, then that's why your fat loss journey has stalled. That's why you're not losing either your belly fat. Then number three, we talked about nutrition. You need to make sure that you're in a caloric deficit. You need to make sure that you have a low insulin all the time. You want to make sure that you're eating whole foods. You want to make sure that you cut out sugar from your diet. You want to make sure that you're basically in a caloric deficit for some good time for you to start seeing results. You want to get results in a month. You want to see results in a week. You want to see results in a year. Sometimes it will take even 3 months to start seeing some results. So if you're not consistent with your caloric deficit, then of course it's going to be hard for you. Then last one, we talked about something about exercise. So if the first three are not in check, then everything is not. Please, I have some call here. Let me first get. So sorry about that. I got some call from my boss. She was communicating something to me. But we are saying that exercise is not going to deliver results if the first three are not in check. So please, that is it all that you need to kickstart your fat loss journey. If you have everything in check, then trust me, everything is going to be easy for you. But if you still have any question, please let me know right now. If you still have any question, let me know right now so that I can answer for you, especially about the four things that I've talked about. So Chris Fitness, are you still in the house? Chris Fitness, feel free to connect with Steady Training. Feel free to connect with Fitness State Training. She's amazing. She's amazing. I connected with her about 3 weeks ago. She's simply amazing. If you're still in the house, please, let's have some chat. If you have any questions, please let me know so that I can answer those questions. Are you still in the house? Fitness, Chris, please say something what I've talked about. Say something. Chris, say something. Any questions before I can end this live stream? If you have any question, please let me know. If you have any question, let me know now. Otherwise, if you don't have any question regarding what I've talked about, please will allow me end this live stream. And of course, I would love to catch you in the next live stream. See you in the next live stream. But of course, more of my videos are coming through. Have a good night. Have a good day. If it's just morning that side, I'd love.